he said, and he just got up, and then when he started wanting to get benefits, he said, you'd have a full, but of course he was in the reserves. He went on how many years reserves? He gets some kind of pension from the reserves.
Get something, yeah.
But we went all over the world in reserves. He said he jumped some too. He's a paratrooper. He said they fly different places, train, you know.
Dad, did you ever hear who the first person buried at Pritchard was?
There's some Irvin might know that. There's some weavers up in there, like some people from around Cleantown or something, probably.
Well,
but then some of the preachers, they've been there a long time.
Well, someone named Velma Maley said her sister was the first person buried from there. It was a baby.
Velma?
Carla tried to explain it to me. She said Irvin didn't know either, but I told her this Velma Maley said this, and she said that Irvin gave the relationship. She said, "Is this ringing any bells?" Well, it didn't to me, but I knew it probably would to you. But it was a baby, and she said the church wasn't finished, and the casket was set on sawhorses.
No, Lisa. Listen. They didn't build the church in 1938.
Right.
There are people been there in the 1800s.
Yeah, I thought I saw some old stones there.
Maybe they just meant from that church, because it was a picture of the church.
Maybe since the church was built, maybe the first one buried.
That's what it was.
There's some people like from Weavers or something. See, Quentin Weaver and them people lived out the ridge there. There's some Weavers buried in there, I think.
No, I mean buried from the. I must have said buried from the church.
There's some of those white marble that's all
faded,
disintegrated, or you can't even tell any numbers on it.
Right? Yeah, they didn't build that church, Lisa, till what?
Is that Delbert's people?
I don't know. I think there's some Weavers over there. Some broken tombstones. It seemed like it was Weaver or some Marsh or something, but there was some Marshes lived out the road there. But
no, the woman who said it said my sister was the first burial from this church. I posted a picture of the Pritchard Church and asked for donations to finish the doors and whatever, you know.
They put windows in.
They did the windows, but they need a door.
Yeah,
and
windows
they're
nice.
painting. They need new blinds. They had to throw all the blinds away. You know, they're disintegrating. So there's no reason why people can't send a love offering.
Tony said something about Tony Sweeney said he'd give him $100 to use it for the mow grass or put the windows.
Right. What I'm saying is they keep the place up for one thing, you know. So she had Justin, and when
there wasn't no church there. The reason that church is there because they built the dam. That's the only reason they go to church here.
Because the church used to be in the bottom with it's now over
right,
at
Right across the Wildcat.
It was right. It was right below Betty Ben Rock. The church was.
Oh, okay.
And that church floated over to Knoxville.
Church.
Huh?
Where's the
That was it.
That was it. It floated over there, and they dragged it up there.
What about the Pritchard Church? I thought you said that was down there.
No, that they built Pritchard Church because the church down under the Betty Ben got covered by the dam.
Okay. Then, or caskets.
There wasn't nobody buried down there.
There was nobody buried.
Why were they burying people up there on the hill before there was even a church there? That's just where they buried people?
I don't know, but Phoney had a graveyard up there. Phoney's own land. So a lot of people had graveyards in their places. Phoney had some people up there. I don't know when's the first one buried up there on top of the hill. But
who's Phoney?
It was Harv's Carrie.
Yeah.
It was Harv's. She was married to like Carrie's brother or something.
Well, where did he live? Where's his place?
Right below Bird's place.
So there's more graves down below where Bird's place is?
There's some graves right below that graveyard over at Riders.
Like where the old church was?
Just like the Croson place down there, there's a few graves there. Don knows where that, doesn't you?
Yeah, behind Irvin's flat field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who was that? Croston?
That's where Brendan Wheeler's people were buried down there. Just a few of them.
Is that where what's his name went down there to look for graves? Hoyce's boy.
Mm-hmm.
Did Hoyce die?
Mm-hmm.
Did Hoyce die?
No, Hoyce did. I think his wife.
No.
No.
Hoyce is still in good health?
Last I heard, he couldn't think good, but I don't know. He's still living.
He never remarried, did he?
I don't think so.
Was Hoyce from back in there then?
Mississippi.
Oh, how'd she meet him?
Down at Zanesville.
What? How did he?
Aaron Zelling lived in Zanesville.
What?
That's
How
where
did?
she married Tom Supers. Now, Tom Supers was a neighbor to Bill and Dot's dad. But Bill's dad down Zanesville.
How did Zeldine and those girls get to Zanesville? What was the
Well,
draw?
Dale and Harry lived there. That was Allie's sister lived there, and they were just looking for work. And they said, "Well, you can work." They like boarded with her and got a little job. And they got an apartment there.
What kind of a job? Like what kind of work was in Zanesville?
Zelling, they made. I don't know if they made armatures for something or not. Zelling worked at a place, a little factory,
What are armatures?
like things for motors. I think it
Oh.
could have been.
That
That was
wasn't-
back
I'm not
during the
sure.
war, huh?
Was that during
When
the
they were
war?
needing